Hey guys, Lotus Tech, you're back again with another video. So I thought I would show you guys what is on my modded PlayStation 3 Slim. Now, I got some people asking to do a guide on this, on not really a guide but more of a tour on what is on my console and what you can do with a modded PS3 Slim. Now this console is just a console I use just to play games on mainly, but you can do a lot more with this console, which I'll be showing you in this video. Now, I got this PS3 a year or two ago off Facebook Marketplace, and this PS3 wasn't working due to a faulty hard drive. So I changed the hard drive on here, and I had to get a new controller because this didn't even come with a controller or power cord, just the console itself. So once I got all that, I decided to mod it to get all the games I wanted and to make everything work perfectly fine. So you can pick one of these PS3s up for less than $100, maybe even less than $70 if you're lucky. I managed to get this one for $40, and it was a pretty good deal. So as you can see, this is the PS3 right here. It runs really well now after I put a new hard drive in here. And if we go over here, you can see that there's a lot, not too much, but there's a decent amount of, well, homebrew activity over here. So how does this whole thing operate? It operates with something called HEN. So what HEN is over here is basically a way for you to hack your PS3 that Slim, that is a Slim. Basically, a PS3 Slim can't be jailbreak. If you have a PS3 Slim or Super Slim, you won't be able to jailbreak it. You have to do a soft jailbreak, which is this one called HEN. Now, if you watch my Switch videos, it's something like Kakate, where you have to keep rebooting it or boot the payload every time. It's just something similar to that. If you have a fat PS3, however, the jailbreak's permanent and you never need to enable HEN, but enabling HEN is not that bad at all. But it's pretty simple to do. But this is the main thing first. So whenever you boot your PS3, you just gotta click enable HEN over here. Now over here we have a few things right here. This is called multiMAN content manager. So let's open to this. Now if you see my other videos, then you know that multiMAN content manager is your way to get games on your PS3 for free. Well, if you manage to find your ROMs, or you own the ROMs and made copies a while ago like I did, then you could use multiMAN to back up your ROMs and put it all on your hard drive, so you don't need to carry those discs around, if you know what I mean. But over here is basically multiMAN over here. So this thing over here just makes your PS3 have more features. As you can see, it looks like your regular PS3 menu, just a bit tweaked out. Over here you have your web browser here, and over here you can just see it shows other stuff you can do, like your NTFS, PS2 classic placeholders. You have RetroArch here. You can have your out or PSP games over here. You have your games you can play off this, and then you can play your movies and videos off here. You can play your music off here. You can run photos here, and this is the main thing right here, which is your FTP services. Now your FTP services is basically the way where you would download games on your computer and you would transfer it wirelessly from the internet to your PS3. So you can really use your, I guess, computer and all that as a free shop in a way, like I had it. But you can change your themes here from multiMAN content manager and all that. You can even manage to make this into a full-on like Linux type thing. So if you go on file manager, you can see now we're just really on a whole like desktop looking thing, and we can easily exit out. But it's just cool that you can move all this, control it all like a desktop over here, and you can just use it as a web browser now. It's pretty cool though that you can make this into a desktop now instead of just a PS3. And when you want to exit out, you just press your PlayStation button, and we just gotta wait for this to show exit or quit game. So we're gonna press quit game, and we're gonna wait for this to close real quick. So here we have our PS3 again. Now the next thing I want to show is PSN patch right here. What this thing is basically a way for you not to get banned on your PS3. So when you have this and you're logged into a PlayStation Network account, which you will need to be at times, this thing will prevent you from getting banned. It's something similar in your Nintendo Switch hacks where you just change your DNS, but this one makes it so you will not ever get banned. I have never gotten banned on my PSN account, and it's amazing because that's still my main account I use. But I have a backup account now on here, not my main one, but before I used to be on my main one before I decided let's be safe and change it up. So this is something you can use just to be safe with it, so you don't end up getting banned. Now what webmon is over here is just a way for you to boot your games or just forward your games to. So if we open this up, it's just gonna download it, I think, again. So we're just gonna wait for this to load. We'll give it a second. But what multiMAN does is it basically forwards your games. So as you can see, it's installing it all over again, which we didn't need it to, but it's just basically a game forwarder where you would get your games from multiMAN content manager and just forward it back. So as you can see, our PS3 is rebooting now, and if your PS3 reboots like this, it's a perfect time to show you this now. None of the jailbreaks will work if you have a slim version like mine. So now this is just a stock PS3 now. So nothing's gonna work here. You're gonna still have these things here, but none of these things will do anything unless you press enable HEN. So we're gonna press enable HEN real quick, and as you're gonna see, there you go, it did its thing. We're gonna wait for this to fully load real quick. And there we go. Now it's all fully loaded in and everything. So yeah, now everything's back up and working. So as you can see, once it's done, you'll get this forwarder over here, and as you can see, this is where all your PlayStation 3 games would be. Now once you download it from a multiMAN content manager, you can see if you just put a game here. For example, I downloaded Deadpool in the last video, so we're gonna click this, and then it's gonna just show a disc now saying like, hey, you have a disc in here and it's Deadpool. So this is a good way to play your games on here, and they all work. Another thing you can do is your PSP launcher right here. Now this one is kind of trickier to use. You need to have your PSP games here, and you need to do it through webman games again. But yeah, if we go over here and I click on PSP games, as you can see, if we press this, it's just gonna take a second to load, and we'll wait. And we just gotta go on PSP launcher right here, and it should work now. So there we go. It's just your way to launch your PSP games from your PS3. So we'll just wait for this for a second. And there we go, we have Outrun PSP version running on our PS3 over here. So it is something cool that you can do. So I'm gonna press quit again, and we'll wait for it to finish. Closing. So another thing I don't think this thing has is a free shop. So there is some free shops in development with this, but you need to know how to use them, and sometimes those free shops won't work as well. So you just have to wait for those free shops to come out. Sometimes they're out, sometimes they're not, but if you have a PS Vita, then you know there's these PKGs and all that you can download it as well, where you have a PKG store, and all of that will have your free shop stuff. Basically, we can download all the games from there. But if we go back over here, we can see other stuff over here. So for me, I managed to get my PS Vita linked up to this, and I can start playing my PS Vita games over here, and you just have your saved data and stuff over here. Now the main reason you would jailbreak a PS3 is to boot up free games on here, or your backups on here, or just to exploit it even more and get more power out of it, where you can overclock it and stuff. And I'll be making tutorials on this PS3 on how to do some stuff like that. But yeah, this is basically it on my PS3. It's kind of bare bones right now, but I'll be making more tutorials soon on how to change stuff on here and how to make things cool on here. So yeah, if you like this video, then like and subscribe, and yeah, goodbye.